A curfew remains in force for US soldiers on the Japanese island of Okinawa after two were accused of sexual assault within 10 days. The alleged attacks threatened to overshadow this week's Tokyo visit by the US Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice.
But the US commander says the overwhelming majority of his troops respect Japanese law. David Hawkins reports from Okinawa.
It's Saturday night, but the bar stools and dance floors are empty. Okinawa's night spots, usually packed with American soldiers and sailors looking for a good time, are quiet these days. After allegations of rape and other criminal misconduct, the U.S. military has imposed an unprecedented curfew. More than 40,000 Americans in Okinawa, military personnel and their families, are confined to their bases and homes until further notice. Earlier this month, Japanese police arrested a 38-year-old Marine Corps sergeant and charged him with the rape of a 14-year-old Japanese girl. The soldier, Tyrone Hadnot, denies the charges, but admits to kissing and groping the girl in his car. Another unidentified soldier was arrested last week for assaulting a woman from the Philippines in a hotel room. Suzuyo Takazato, who runs a rape counseling center here, says the recent incidents are the tip of an iceberg of unreported sexual assaults. She's documented more than 300 rapes committed by American servicemen on Okinawa since 1945.
They go to discotheque and the beach and try to approach ordinary student or women, and they use, instead of the money, they use very sweet word, and if they don't succeed, they use violence.
Okinawans have long complained about the unruly and sometimes violent behavior of off-duty U.S. servicemen. In 1995, the gang rape of a 12-year-old Japanese girl by 3 Americans sparked huge demonstrations and demands that the U.S. close its bases here. The latest arrests have reignited their outrage. The U.S. ambassador to Japan rushed to Okinawa to apologize and try to tamp down the anti-American anger. U.S. military officials point out that the crime rate for soldiers and sailors here is lower than that of the general public, that the overwhelming majority of U.S. military personnel here are well-behaved, law-abiding guests of Japan, a nation they're here to protect. But for most Okinawans, even one rape is too many, and they say that the Americans have long overstayed their welcome. David Hawkins, Al Jazeera, Okinawa.